Samp and Chance, let's get it started.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Samp&Chance Wrestling, the greatest podcast in the planet. Chance Michaels, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. Yourself?
Not bad. First thing I'm going to do is address something that I said last week on another show. I was having so much fun. I said, I love this show more than I love our own show. And you brought that to my attention, Chance, and I just want to clear that air right away. I love our show. I think our content is better than pretty much 99% of the people out there. I'm not going to touch the big dogs because that's what it is. But within our own world of media and connection and analytics and stuff like that, I think we do it better than anyone else. Now, what I had said and what my intention was very simple. I enjoyed their show so much because I can be laid back.
Yeah.
There's no prep. There's no thinking ahead. There's no driving in the car thinking, okay, how are we going to open this show? What are we going to talk about on this show? There's no after the camera goes off, editing and all that stuff. I can just be free there. I can say the fuck I want, whatever I want.
Yeah.
And that's what that was all about. So I apologize to you, my brother, because our brand is number one. And let's move on from there.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, let's do it. All right, very cool. We have WWE. We have NWA. We have, pardon me. We have WWE. We have AEW. We have TNA. TNA was supposed to be the NWA. New Japan. But Juggalo's out there as well. JCW. Okay. Comes on every Thursday. Doesn't have a network per se, I don't believe. It comes onto YouTube every Thursday. If the new episode drops. I believe they record a couple at a time, something like that.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so Chance, we live in a world where at one time we got wrestling once a week. To the point now we're getting wrestling every day of the week. And maybe 3 of those Saturdays because of all the promotions and their weekend shows. Yeah. Why should people, and I'm asking you because you've watched it more than I have, okay? Where I put more effort into NXT and things like that, you've put it into the JCW. So Chance, tell me, as a wrestling fan, not a casual fan.
Yeah.
What stands out about JCW? What makes it a good alternative promotion for other people out there that are looking for something different?
Storylines and characters, above all, is number one. They focus on the storylines and the characters. They bring as much realism into the show as possible. Obviously, we know wrestling's a work. We get all that. But they try to bring real-life situations into the show. They leave you at the cliffhanger. So at the end of JCW, they leave you, the show will shut off. Oh, what's going to happen here? Vito stepped to Vince or Violent J said this or whatever. You know what I mean? So it keeps you wanting to tune in. That's what they're doing. They leave you with the cliffhangers. Great storyline. They don't have the budget, of course. Do they have the good talent as WWE? Of course not. They don't have the money for that. But the storylines and characters are better right now than WWE and AEW because Russo's writing it. However, the talent in the ring is not going to be as good. They don't have the money. But they do have good storylines. They have cliffhangers. Everything you like. If you like storylines and characters and building, that's your show. Now, they swear a lot.
Yeah. But what makes a good wrestler though, Chance? I mean, at the end of the day, I've seen guys in independence that I feel like should be at the top stage. It may be AEW or WWE. You know what I mean? Like, so the talent is there. I feel like, I mean, you think of some of the names there, like you said, Big Vito, Jasmine St. Clair.
Oh, they got Nick Nemeth out there now. Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler's come out there as well. In the past, you've had Matt Cardona show up there, right?
They got Ken Anderson there.
Mr. Kennedy. Again, Jasmine St. Clair from ECW. You've talked about Vince Russo. Do you think people will be deterred because of the production value because we're so spoiled by what we get from WWE and AEW?
A little bit for sure. Absolutely. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. But they're trying to get a streaming deal. Their numbers are going up every show. So will they? I don't know. Because they swear, they have to cut back the swearing a little bit, but yeah, I think
that's what makes it special is because it's real.
I know, it's fun.
It's kind of like there are moments where you look at the Shield and think that Seth should be dropping an F-bomb here or something like that. So I get it. All right, cool. So that's what's happening in the world of JC. Is there anything in particular that people should need to tune into right now? Then, in your
Yeah,
opinion?
there's the storyline between Vince Russo, Violent J, Big Vito, fighting for power, all that. You got Vito is so hilarious. This is his best work he's ever done. Like he's talking about, I
Yeah,
can't even say it on there what he says, but he was
right,
talking to the girl who's a little bit bigger about sleeping with her and stuff. And I can't
right.
say what he said, but just hilarious stuff, man.
Awesome, awesome. And the
Yeah.
thing, and then here's an example of a guy who came from the big leagues, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak, and it's killing it now.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I think Matt Cardona said it best. He goes, one of the best things is to have actually had the WWE experience and then go back out there
Mm-hmm.
and actually see what everything else is because you leave WWE with this
Well, they're
production
starting to
value.
get bigger stars there. Like I said, Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth, he's
Yeah,
coming. So it's starting to get a little bit more traction. As they get more traction, you'll see a little bit more of the Dolph Ziggler types coming over there, which will help them, right?
because of the juggalos, and I have I get the feeling they're like the Grateful Dead. Like, you mentioned
Oh
them a
yeah.
little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that JCW Juggalo Championship Wrestling is kind of like a Grateful Dead kind of thing? And like if you know it, and you're in it for life.
Mm-hmm. But that's what Russo's trying to change. That's true. So they do have a hardcore base, but he's trying to say, no, we need to get the casual guys over here. We're not going to get anywhere. We have to entice everyone want to watch. We have to have great storylines, great characters. If you're not a great wrestler, you have to have some character. If not, you got to go home. And so you have to expand, or else you just get stuck in that bubble. So they're trying. What happened? We don't know, but they're trying. Speaking of Russo, I put a new book out today. I'm going to order it later. It's
Okay.
called The Rise. What did he call it? I can't remember exactly what he called it. I saw it on X this morning. The Rise and Fall, the Agony of TNA. And on the cover, it's got him, Hogan, and Bischoff. So he's getting into the TNA stuff, which he hasn't talked a whole lot about. So we'll see what that book's like. I'm sure it'll be good. We'll have him on after we read it and talk about that. And it'd be cool just to talk about the TNA stuff with him because he was there for, I think, 8 years off and on. So he's there quite a while.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
so we'll see.
All right, let us move on to the other side of professional wrestling. So guys and gals, yeah, check out Juggalo. I'm gonna be honest, man. I need to watch it more than I have.
Mm-hmm.
But bro, I'll be honest, it's hard. It truly is. Um, you know how busy life is as it
Yeah,
is,
it is. Yeah.
and then to consume the amount of wrestling that we do. And I think
Even just watch the shorts. The shorts and some of the clips is good enough to
no,
give
I
you the
get it.
idea,
I get
right?
it. It's just finding a way into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
I
tough.
think between that and this is what makes us unique. And I've told other people on other shows, we're more than just wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
We're pop culture. We're boxing. We're
I
boxing. We're
know.
pop culture now as well. To
Mm-hmm.
think about how much we actually consume on a weekly basis and still maintain family life and everything else,
A lot.
it's quite the feat.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
quite
lot of
the
work.
feat. All right. AEW Dynamite. Were you happy with it?
Um,
I
well,
mean, it kind of went in the direction I thought it would. Like it was an okay show, but I mean,
the thing is that they had that awesome pay per view, and after that pay per view, um, they had so the Dynamite was all right. It wasn't great. So they had another show, Collision.
yeah,
And here's the problem: the
all the good
NCAA
shit
March
happened.
Madness tournament is on.
Yeah,
They came on right after that, and they
yeah,
didn't. They didn't. People will leave on their TV. Basketball's always, go get a drink. You're talking to grandma. You're looking at your phone. You kind of leave TV on the background. If you see something enticing, something exciting in the world of wrestling, you have to stay and watch it. Tony Khan didn't bring that. You're just coming off of March Madness. You're right after them. Give us something that make you want to watch Collision. He didn't do that. I thought that was a big drop of the ball there. And he was out there. He opened up the show. He's bragging about they have the most shows, more than Nitro, on TBS. That's combining Dynamite and Collision. Well, yeah, you do, but you have not even half of the ratings those guys were getting, right? So I guess it was a nice accomplishment.
yeah.
But Dynamite was okay, but he didn't capture the magic after the pay per view. Like we kind of knew he wasn't
And
going to be able to do that.
that's what I was scared of. And I think I said that to you as well, Chance. I said that's a big problem for me. And I've been going all week around saying I was happy with that show. I thought it was a great show and
Yeah, it
whatnot.
was, yeah.
But how are they going to follow it up?
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I turn off AEW. They draw me in. I try hard, and then you give me something like that to follow it up with, right?
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there.
Right. Okay. So staying on the thread of AEW, Tony Khan placed a $6.9 billion bid to buy WWE back in 2023. Did you know that?
Yeah, Base 10 is his company. It's owned by his dad, but it's the head office is Jacksonville Jaguar Stadium. So he put in the bid. He never got it because he got outbidded by Endeavor and a few other people. Here's the thing, though. McMahon didn't want to sell it to him, but it doesn't matter. Even if McMahon didn't want to sell it to him, he'd have no choice. If Tony Khan and his dad gave the highest bid, McMahon has a responsibility to the shareholders to take the highest bid. Example, they never wanted to sell Twitter to Elon Musk, but he paid $44 billion. Who can match that? Nobody. So they had to sell it to Elon. It's a duty of the shareholders. So I think McMahon called the bar and said, hey, this nerd's offering us all this money up your ante, or I'm going to have to sell it to him. And
Yeah.
Tony's dad could have got it if he would have built it.
Can you imagine if AEW had gotten WWE?
Oh, it'd be destroyed. McMahon knew that, but McMahon would have had no choice. You got to take the highest bidder.
See, this is the plan. Speaking of that, like this is where all the rumblings are happening now. That the plan is McMahon's going to buy it back with the Saudis, but considering the situation in the Middle East, I don't know if that's going to happen now. You know what I mean? Like the money situation might not be there as it once was. The plan was for Vince to buy it back and make it private again. So then he doesn't have to answer to anybody and whatnot. Ricochet's back in the news.
Yeah, he's a demented kind of guy. He just making fun of that lady with MS. He's just a sick guy. That's a disgusting thing to say.
And the only reason I think he deleted, and I've been talking about that, we were on this guy in the beginning. Like if people are waking up to it now, like, okay, this guy's been talking crap about everybody and everyone. If that's his way of getting views and clicks and people on his page or buying into him, guys, off base, man. Like to the point where this particular comment that he made about MS. So to give it some context, a fan had criticized him in a match or something in AEW. Okay. And he goes, well, at least I don't have MS or something. He made some really horrible comment about his disease. Okay. The backlash of it, I almost have the feeling that there was no backlash. If AEW didn't step in and say something to him, he would have left it up there. The only reason he deleted it and apologized was the fact that he got heat.
It's one thing if he does that when he's in a character. Even then, it's pushing the line if you're in the ring. But this was just him being him. He wasn't in character. He's just an angry, spiteful guy, and it's a bad look on him. And
Samantha Irvin
doesn't come across as a very good guy.
Samantha Irvin is receiving death threats because of it. His girlfriend.
I can see that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's not fair to her, but
it's not fair to her as well. And I mean, the word around there is that he may actually be either suspended or fired. Like that's what they're looking at.
I don't think Tony Khan will fire him, but I can see him get suspended.
Yeah, it just enough's enough.
I can see him getting suspended.
And the unfortunate part is this is the news that I don't want to talk about when it comes to AEW. You know what I mean? I want to try to focus on the matches. I want to try to focus on what's going on in the company. But it seems that AEW gives us more of this kind of trivial diarrhea to consume that's making more headlines than what's actually happening in the company that's good.
It's because it feels like AEW
takes a step forward and takes two back. One in the show, and then his team members making silly mistakes like this, right?
Yeah, it's one thing to suspend him for a couple of weeks or something like that, get a message out.
Well, something has to be given, right? Because I mean, you can't do that. That would never be. I hate to say it, but again, this would never happen under any regime in WWE. Would not exist.
No, because he knows he'd be suspended for a long time if he tried that.
Right? It doesn't matter who's running the show. It could be Vince, it could be Triple H. No one would stand for that.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't fly.
Right? And considering all the kind of charities and things that these two companies do, that really puts you in a bad light, man. I mean, it's a bad look on your company.
And he's picking on a girl too. He's picking on a girl. Just shows how insecure and weak the guy is. You know what I mean? Like if it was an average guy like our age, whatever, and then say screw you, loser, whatever, that's fine. But like pick on a girl who's got MS. It's just so pathetic.
Someone backstage at AEW had to tell him, a wrestler had to tell him, hey, you should take that down. Honestly, like he had no intention of even taking it down, dude.
Jason Finskin, he calls himself the light does he call himself? The light skin kingpin or light skin
Yeah,
kingpin or king or something? Yeah, he's the thin skin.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I tweeted that to him. Surprised he didn't block me. Maybe he didn't see it.
Yeah, no, it was out there. It's making the noise. And again, I didn't see it in real time. I just saw all the backlash from it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 1 second here. I'm just give me a second here. See if I can find it here. Da, 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 da. Noted apologies. Okay, so according to a friend of Ricochet, called him to such. Okay, so they didn't say who it is, but a former WWE wrestler called him and suggested that he delete it.
Okay, well that's good.
Right, but again, where's the logic? In his own mind, he should have known to do that. Why
Mm-hmm.
did someone have to tell him?
He's not a good guy. Never came across.
But this is where Tony Khan needs to step up.
Yeah, suspend him for a bit.
This is not even suspend him, not even for a couple of weeks. Make an example.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is not the first time this has happened in AEW. This is a prime example of a mark with all the money and everyone else doing whatever they want.
Yep, pretty much.
Right?
Yep.
It's a bad look on the company. It's a bad look on them. It's like me, what I said on last week. Okay.
I think Tony will do something eventually. He doesn't like being the disciplinary, but he just needs to suspend him for a while and make him volunteer at a charity that donates to MS people.
Until Tony decides that he is ready to be a leader, the company will always be a B company.
His dad wouldn't put up with that. If Trevor Lawrence said that,
yeah,
his dad would be on him.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, it's like that's what I'm saying. Until AEW in a backstage capacity controls their wrestlers and things, not control, but make them aware and let them know if you make a mistake like that, you're that. Because what they're doing to Britt Baker is completely stupid. She's never made a bad comment. She fixed people's teeth. She's a good person, but she's being punished because she didn't want to do what Tony Khan wanted.
I know. No, I know. He has some good ideas sometimes, and he does do some good things, but then he does the stupid things after. Like, he just can't get out of his own way, and it goes to show you that, like, he needs, like, his dad, like a Vince McMahon kind of father type. Hey, don't do that, son. Stay in line, buddy. Yes, his idea is good. He needs somebody to filter his ideas, and he needs somebody to be the boss of him because he's having a hard time.
You would think so, bro. You would truly, truly think so, man. And it is frustrating. All right. Let's go to New York. Yep. WrestleMania. It's coming together. We got 6 matches now. We got definitely 6 matches that we're looking forward to. And honestly, I'm starting to get invested into the show. Maybe the casual fan isn't, but it's a wrestling fan in me. I'm getting invested. Ticket sales are starting to move up, considering the fact that they had to drop them almost 30%. A little higher. I think 35% is the number, I believe it is, around there. They had to drop the ticket prices that low in order to get people interested again. But like I said, I mean, when you have such a long time to build up the show of shows, as they call it, people are going to get antsy. People are like, well, what are we waiting for? What matches are we getting? The show's coming together now.
I saw the funniest thing on X. Somebody with the AI or Grok, where they made a milk carton. Had Gunther. Where's Gunther? Missing since then. We're 25 days away from WrestleMania. He's got no opponent. When's the last time he's been on Raw? 2-3 weeks?
The problem with Gunther, yeah, you're right, dude. I can't argue anything you're saying, but here's the deal with Gunther. Gunther and Ray are supposed to go. That's the potential matchup. That's the matchup they're looking at here.
But the fans don't know that, though.
No, the fans don't know that, but this is why we're telling them, okay?
No, so I know, but like
the whole build-up was when Gunther fought Dragon Lee. And the mask came off.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be the catalyst to Ray coming out and starting this whole feud. But you got Ray, who's injured again. He got back. He's like Wardlow, man, from AEW. On the shelf for a year, came back, did one segment, and he's been off for 7 months now.
Yeah, right? But here's the thing, though. So, like, they have no long-term booking strategy. So Ray can't go. So then what's your next plan? Pivot and go to somebody else. That's the thing. They boxed Gunther and in this career killer thing. So now he's going to have to fight a legend. Well, if he doesn't fight a legend, what are we going to do with him? He's got no program?
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying about short-term, short-sighted booking. They don't even really know what they're going to do. They just kind of fly by the seat of their pants. So what you can do is get a couple old legends and it just beats out 4 or 5 of them at once. I don't know.
Oh,
Who's he
he
gonna
can do
fight?
he can do what Jericho did. Exactly what you said. What Jericho did when they were promoting the wrestler, the movie.
Mm,
They
yeah,
had Ricky Steamboat come out. They had Hacksaw, I believe, come out. And they had Piper, I think. You know what I mean, right? They
yeah.
had three or four old guy legends against Jericho, and he did
Mm,
his thing at that WrestleMania. I potentially feel like that could happen, but again, we don't know, right? Let's see where they go. As it stands right now, yeah, Gunther doesn't have anything going on. It kind of
yeah.
sucks considering it's two nights.
They just
But
build him up. They didn't build him up so strong it wouldn't be a big deal. Nobody really cared, but they build him up so strong. It's just like they're probably scrambling now. What are we gonna do with them? It's got to have a
well,
program.
I'm sure they'll figure something out. I mean, it may not be the most appeasing thing, but they'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Okay, so Randy Orton came out last week, cemented himself as a heel. I like it. He's kind of conflicted. I love this is
Mm-hmm.
the thing. The stories are fun. Okay, I'm invested in the story. Uh, he took out Cody. He's who else did he beat up last week? Matt Cardona took him
Yeah.
out,
It can be up him.
right? He's kind of conflicted in his head.
Mm-hmm.
He's going back and forth. He wants to be a good guy, but the championship is calling him. I like it. It's fun. The Rhea storyline it's picking up. Michin, I said it to you last week. Look out for BFAB. Something's happening there.
Speaking of Rhea, thank you for that up. Her and Jade have been going at it on X there.
It's
Throwing
real.
shots at each other. Yeah, it's real. Which is good. Good for Jade. You know what I mean? Like you have the complete. And this is what I like about this feud here. You have two complete opposite women. Okay, a, a lot. A lot of guys. I'm trying to say this nicely. A lot of guys will look at Rhea and say she's hot. Okay, you have a lot of guys who look at her and say no, she's manly. She's got the big hands. She's got tattoos everywhere, big holes in her ear. She's not your feminine woman. You know what I mean? She's like a gothic, a dominatrix kind of look, right? Not my style at all. She's in great shape. I don't like that as my style. Then you go to Jade. She's your typical, got the abs, great shape, nails done, hair done, makeup looks pretty, right? So you got, it's almost like Beauty and the Beast. I'm not saying that Rhea's a beast, but she's not an appealing woman to everybody, where Jade will appeal to more people.
Right.
So they got that going at it, which I like that, right? And then
Okay.
they're just taking personal shots at each other.
Which fills in that line. What you just said right now is what Rhea said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm built for fighting.
This is built like a man.
Right. You're built for aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I like what they've done here now because
Yep.
Jade aligning with BFAB and Michin of all the people,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
that those behind those segments behind the segment, as I call it.
Mm-hmm.
That first one played out. We didn't see the Maxine Dupuis one play out yet. We don't know what's going on there
Yeah.
with Vision Boy. Okay,
Vision Boy. What do you mean?
the boy from what's his name? Logan Paul and
Austin?
Austin Theory. Thank you.
Yeah.
That backstage segment. We haven't seen how that plays out, but this one played out. Now, the surprising part was Michin. I didn't realize Michin was going to be a part of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
When they both walked down there, I thought BFAB was going to kick Michin in the face to kind of set it up like a tag team or something going into Mania, right? But pure heelish move. Got both those girls to attack her because she hasn't, run away every time Rhea's come near her. So she's playing off that aesthetic
I would say right now that the Rhea and Jade feud is the best feud, even better than the men feud, because there's realism in what Rhea's saying. There's realism in what Jade's saying. They're taking shots at their necks. You can tell, yeah, sure, they're playing it up. I get it. But what they're saying is real. You can feel it. Oh my God. I don't feel that as much with Punk and Reigns. You can't really feel the hate as much. What Orton's doing is great, but this has some realism to it. And they're doing a great job, Jade and Rhea. I like it.
With Punk and Reigns, the comments that are being thrown around, the stuff that's being said has to be passed by each party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like for him to have said the stuff that he did about his dad and whatnot, that had to be passed. That can't that he couldn't have done a pipe bomb. That was not a pipe bomb. Okay. But you're right with this online feud as well and everything.
Good.
And,
it's real.
It's good. It's really good.
We need that.
It's better than the buildup that we're getting with Liv and Stephanie Vaquer by far. Right.
Night and day kills it.
Night and day. Right. So that's really good there.
But Jade and Rhea are doing a great job. I don't care what anybody says. Jade gets a lot of hate. I like Jade. Yeah, she is she the best wrestler? No, but she's got a good character and
Oh,
she
yeah,
looks good. And that's all you
yeah.
need.
Well, I think what will protect her is having Michin, not so
Hmm.
much BFAB, but having Michin there with her
Hmm.
will protect her. You know what I mean? Like,
There's one thing Jade hasn't brougght up yet. I don't know if she'll go there.
what's
She
that?
hasn't brought up when Rhea dropped the N word that one time. She hasn't went there
Maybe.
yet. I don't know if she's going to go there. If she brings that, I don't think she'll go there because that could hurt Rhea big time with her credibility because she's the woke, thing. But if she goes there, that could get really ugly. I don't think she will though.
Yeah. Okay, so where are we going with Seth here? I mean, okay, technically speaking, Seth isn't technically cleared, but he should be ready to go by Mania, which is why he's here. What are they building him up for? Because I mean, Braun,
They're waiting to see if Braun will be able to make a match. He's got 25 days. He's in
yeah,
the performance center, so they're stalling right now by keeping Paul. But Paul did a good job last night. Actually, I knock him a lot, but he did a good job with the setting.
yeah,
I'm sick of him doing this mask stuff, but
yeah.
Paul ripped it, and so I think they're going to buy some time to see if Braun go. If Braun can't go, then maybe Seth could do Austin or something. I don't know.
Okay,
They already did that before, though, right? We already seen Seth and Austin at Mania.
no,
I thought we did.
no.
Seth and Logan then.
Seth and Logan, we've seen.
So I think we might.
We've seen already.
We'll go Seth and Austin if Braun can't make it. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, unless they win
Which
the
will
tag
suck
team
because
title.
then you won't see the tag team match.
Yeah, but they're in line. So to feed off of that, I messaged you because you've been saying they should go get that tag team
Yeah, they're gonna
gold,
get an MSG there or whatever that
right?
show,
So
right?
they won by disqualification, and the storyline here, and I emphasize storyline because the storyline is what moves the feud, right? The
Mm-hmm.
storyline here is that Jey Uso's a loose cannon again,
Yeah.
right? And he's making unwise decisions due to his anger. He's blinded by the red, and he cost him that match, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to take the belts off of these guys, this would be it, and it wouldn't hurt the
Will
Usos.
they have a show before Mania at MSG?
Well, that's next week.
Didn't Paul say he wants to fight? Yeah. So they're gonna take the belts there, I think.
Which is fine because then
I
you
don't
give
know.
the Vision something. Well, look, I think.
Well, it all depends on Gronk, right? Because they're negotiating with Gronk and Brady. If Gronk and Brady are coming to Mania, they'll win the belts at MSG. If Gronk and Brady aren't coming to Mania, we'll see that match at Mania. So it depends on that.
Well, that's
Because you can see
exactly
Logan
it, right?
trolling them.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. So we'll see how that plays out, but I think eventually we're going to get that switch there to those two brothers, to Logan and Theory.
Oh, they're getting the
And,
belts for sure.
yeah, at some point here, maybe not
And then
next
they'll
week.
turn on each other.
Well, maybe not next week, but eventually here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got all that going on. It looks like we're probably going to get a fatal four. We're probably going to get about 3 or 4 fatal 4-ways on this weekend, I believe. I think we're going to get one when it comes to the Intercontinental title. Carmelo Hayes right now, he doesn't have a dance partner for Mania, but again, I feel that's going to become a 4-way dance as well. You're going to get, I think, 3 here for sure. One with the women's titles.
Mm-hmm.
That will probably have Lyra Bailey versus the Irresistible Forces, the champions. Throw in Alexa and Flair in there too, and the Bella Twins.
They
Right?
have some sort of battle royal or something. So they have to get people on. They could do like that men's battle royal or whatever.
They
Giant,
seem to do that on SmackDown now. They don't even put it on Raw on WrestleMania anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The Andre Memorial. So it's usually a SmackDown segment here, but I think we're going to get a 4-way dance with the Intercontinental title too.
There's got to be something for the men where you can get guys like Trick Williams, Javon Evans involved in something. They have to have some sort of ladder match battle where get these guys out there and showcase them. I'm not sure how they're doing that.
I think that's what's.
And speaking of SmackDown, I gotta say, man, is Kit Wilson? What's that guy's name? Holy cow, dude, he was amazing, man. The stuff he was saying, the Jelly Roll was, I don't know who wrote that for him, was brilliant. He's talking about a Zempak, and like we know Jelly Roll uses Zempak, and like I like Kit Wilson, man. He's hilarious.
He's good. He is good, man.
I enjoy his work. He's so good.
He's fun. Unfortunately, he's going to be that guy who's going to be at the wrong end of all these segments. Unfortunately,
still though, he's entertaining.
He's good.
Man.
He's good.
Yeah.
If that's his job, he's doing an amazing job. He's embraced it, right?
Brilliant with his words.
The question happens is what happens when his tag team partner comes back.
I think it's got to keep. Like, you got to give that guy the mic because he's cooking right now. That was
No,
the
he's
best
doing
promo
good.
I've seen in a while.
Doing good. Dash, Danhausen, man, I love that guy.
Yeah, he's fun. He's a good entertainer.
He's hilarious, man.
Did you see him? You see him in the hotel lobby at Vegas when the guys fans started following him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fun. He's a little guy. He's just goofy and silly, like a comic book nerd. But you need that. You need that entertainment. You need that
No,
relief.
just the little things he says, like cold Steve,
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, cold Steve,
Mm-hmm.
Bella Clones.
Yeah, he's funny, man. You need that in wrestling, right? That's the one thing that AEW is missing is that kind of humor, that kind of comic relief. It's entertainment at the end of the day, and he's doing it. Hey, man, I give him credit. He's done a good job so far.
Want to talk about the WWE Tag Team Champions on SmackDown, R-Truth and Damian Priest?
The Odd Couple, man. I don't know.
The look on Damian's
it.
face, the look on both their faces told me that they didn't realize they were going to win.
Could be.
It feels like it. It really does. Because you look at, unless Damian sold it so well.
I think he sold it because R-Truth's playing that. He's bald. He's getting his hair cut. Like he's playing that whole thing. So I think
but
Damian
just the way he played it, he sold it so well. Like that's some of the best selling I've seen. I mean, we talk about the best match of the year, best. This. I thought that perhaps has to be subtly the best selling I've ever seen. If that was the case, he totally made it look like what the hell just happened? How did this happen?
Yeah, it was
sort of video.
I don't mind that. It's the Odd Couple. Sometimes you put those. It's like rock and sock. Throw that together. Sometimes it works. So far, it's been all right.
But what does it say for the rest of the tag teams that have been grinding as tag teams?
I'll tell you exactly what it says. I'm glad you asked that. It says you guys are not entertaining. You're not over. R-Truth is entertaining at the very least. Yeah, he's 55 or whatever he is. Priest is pushing 40. They're old men, but you guys aren't over. You don't entertain. So learn how to entertain, get over, and they won't have the belts. You'll have the belts.
Okay, simple. If you look at R-Truth, the fact that he got up that big man in Tonga and F5'd him. Mm-hmm. Granted, Tonga had to,
still a lot of strength.
Still, Tonga still had to do a little bit on his part to help him get the move over.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he got him up and was able to execute it is amazing at 55.
Oh yeah, he's great shape.
55, he looks amazing. Now, I was able to go back and saw an old match of R-Truth. Yes, he's lost size. Definitely lost size.
Yeah. He was off the juice now.
But he's still cut. Right? Quick. If I could look like that in 5 years, I'd be so happy.
Mm-hmm. No, he's a good athlete, man. Eventually, though, they got to kind of wind him down. Like he's in his 50s, but right now, I guess they figured, hey, it's your time. You have a belt. I have no problem with it. I know some of the teams backstage are probably pissed off, but you know what? That's a message from WWE. You guys have to work harder and do better. How can these old men be outperforming you? You're 30 years older than some of these guys.
I think it all comes back down to that thing we talked about before. It's just the generational things. Brock Lesnar did an interview on some Chicklets podcast recently. And
Chicklets, great hockey podcast. Yeah.
Okay. And because he's in Winnipeg, right? He's in Manitoba.
The Sun is a good
Saskatchewan.
Hockey yeah.
So it's a hockey podcast he was on. He said there that the locker room is so soft today compared to what it was when he was around.
Oh yeah.
Now, granted, it is what it is, but he feels that guys aren't paying their dues like they used to, like he did, like a lot of these guys did. It's soft. It's kind of like, you're walking on eggshells with all this talent.
Yep, he's right. You can see it in the product.
And that's a prime example of what we're seeing here. I think what's happening is, I think the drive and that passion that we're talking about constantly, that no one's stepping up to the plate, is because they haven't, most of the talent that's coming up today hasn't had to grind at any level to really appreciate where they've gotten to.
Mm-hmm.
Like we shit on Sammy, we shit on Kevin Owens.
Where does Sammy come out on for SmackDown?
Oh, he came out on SmackDown, yeah.
Okay.
He had a fight. He had a fight on SmackDown.
I wonder if he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna have a match at Mania.
I think
throw him in a Rumble or something.
I think he's going to be a sneaky guy in that match. He'll interfere in the Cody match, right? That will solidify.
I don't think so. I think they want him sniffing around there anymore.
No, I think he is, because they keep bringing him up. They keep talking to him. They keep bringing him up into segments backstage, and he's giving his opinion. So I
Yeah, maybe.
I
I
don't
hope
see
not.
why you would keep having him talk about stuff if it doesn't, pertain to it. What I'm hoping for is Kevin Owens coming back in and beating him up.
That could happen. Yeah, I'm not sure when he's supposed to come back.
Like shut up and get out of your head, right?
Yeah,
Like say what you want. I miss Kevin Owens.
he'll be back eventually.
I truly do. Like he's been gone so long. I actually am excited to see him come back.
Yeah, he'll be back
Right.
soon. When though?
Right. So you got that happening there as well. But yeah, um, I think the biggest problem we're dealing with here, guys and girls aren't really appreciating what they get here.
Well, they feel
Right.
entitled to it.
They feel entitled. Like I get it. A lot of these guys have grinded and worked really hard in their original traditional sports. I'm not saying Trick Williams didn't grind hard and work his ass off to play football.
Yeah.
Right. But then wrestling called. You know what I mean? And you put right into the PC and you're given the best equipment, you're given the best stuff. Whereas guys like Sammy, guys like Kevin Owens, say what you want, CM Punk, right? A lot of those guys went through the process of fighting on plywood with no padding.
Yeah, they came up with the indies, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like from that perspective, most of this current talent has no idea how a ring is put together. Right?
Yep.
So I think a lot of that plays into it as well. And I think a lot of it also plays into what you've always said, man. There is no superior figure backstage to control them all.
Yep.
Not necessarily control them, but keep them in line. Like, hey, this is how it's done. Right?
Think if I do this wrong, I'm going to get reprimanded. Yeah, there's no fear of that anymore.
And we see that in both companies. We look at Ricochet's comments, right? That's a prime example of what you're not supposed to do, and no one's reprimanding it.
Yeah.
Right? I don't, me personally, like, honestly, dude, you and I work in mental health. Right? We deal with physical disabilities too, a part of that.
Yeah.
Right. So two guys who work in that industry, I'm only harping on it because I don't think there's a suspension. You should just get fired. You want to set the example. I don't want to see anybody get fired. I don't want to see anybody unemployed. I don't want anyone to have to suffer about a meal or have to think about anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to get at. But if you're setting an example, this unfortunately is one of those examples that you have to set.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a woke, forward-thinking company like AEW says they are.
Yeah.
Then you're going against your own thing. Right?
Yeah.
Because WWE has never said we're woke. WWE has never touched it. These guys have gone there. They've had the transgender wrestlers. They've had everything. And that's great. That's amazing. Okay, you're giving opportunity to people and individuals that may not get opportunities anywhere else. That all being said, this dude should be fired.
At least suspend it for a good while. Pay a fine, donate $100,000 to MS Society or something like that. Like send a message.
So if you're not going to fire him, then he needs to be suspended for at least 5-6 months.
And he needs to volunteer and donate to the charity.
Exactly.
Right?
Tony
Khan, I don't know. He's got to do something. Maybe he'll just hope this blows over, but I'm not sure how he's going to play it.
It's not going to blow over because this guy, pardon me. It's not going to blow over because this guy's been doing it over and over and over again. Okay. If it's not against other wrestlers, this and that, that's understandable because it's in the realm of what they do. Okay. But this guy's a loose cannon. And then until he's disciplined, and that's the problem. Prime example with this world. Most of these people have no sense of discipline. They've never been disciplined. They've never faced consequences of any kind. So how would you know?
Still say one of the most embarrassing moments that I've seen in wrestling, and it happened to Tony Khan, is he sat there and he let Phil Brooks, CM Punk, insult this company, insult him. You're sitting right beside him. If that was Vince McMahon, he would have grabbed that mic out of his hand and slapped that guy so hard, get out of here, cut it. Like, no. And he just sat there and took it. And that goes to show you the mentality of Tony Khan. The guy's literally insulting your company right in front of you, and you sat there and let him keep talking.
Here's the funny thing. You fired CM. Okay, I fair enough. Tony Khan fired CM Punk because he didn't like the fact that he was trying to tell the younger guys, don't do this. It's wrong. Yet you can make fun of people's disabilities and it's okay.
Yeah, I know. He's in a tough spot here. I think Tony Khan will do something. I think his dad's going to say, hey, listen, do something here. This affects not only AEW, it affects the Jaguars, it affects our soccer brand. Like, hey, you got to send a message here. Send it.
That's what I'm saying. They have too many entities. They have
Yeah.
way too many entities. Unfortunately, the I don't mean this in the bad way, but the minority voices seem to be louder these days than the people who are all on the same page.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
what he does.
Okay. Oh, that was a lot.
One more thing about Logan Paul, man. That fanatic, that touch football game,
yes,
he was
the fanatic.
killing it, man. When he sacked Jalen Hurts there, Jalen's like looking down, feeling he got him, and he took that guy's glasses off, and he was trolling Gronk, picked off Tom Brady, and then Logan did that whole apology video. Was just absolutely brilliant stuff what the guy's doing. He's just cooking. He's all over the place. He's super mainstream, not just in wrestling, and this is why WWE wanted him, guys, because he's everywhere. He's on the sports shows. Everybody's talking about Logan Paul. Like, he's so over it. It's unreal.
Brady, sorry, it's a thumbs up. Brady coming over to WWE is purely Logan Paul's project, man. As we saw, right? Like, I mean, everything, even in that game, if WWE wasn't involved, I'm sure Logan would have been very different.
Oh yeah, he's playing it up, playing the heel.
Right? But he's totally came out as a heel. He sold it. Even his apology made me laugh, right? Like, I mean,
he got in Gronk's face there too.
Exactly, he got in Gronk's face, all of it, but the apology was so horribly done, but so perfectly done. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
Like, it was totally work shoot here. Loved it, right? So
yeah,
I hope they can figure it out because, like you said earlier, we really don't know about, we really haven't seen too many celebrities, right? Oh, speaking of which, Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, good. He deserves it. Yeah.
Okay, but he never stepped foot in WWE. But all the stuff he did in WCW, I get it.
Yeah, but you got DDP. There's a few guys in there that have been in the Hall of Fame, never been in WWE, right?
Yeah, they have.
WWE. Oh yeah, he came at the end there. Yeah, but you know what I mean, like the ball.
Yeah. And today Sid is going in.
Good, he deserves it too.
Right. So
people now forget Rodman in 97, 98, the Bulls winning all those championships. He was NWO. He's one of the coolest guys on the planet at that time.
He's getting a good class.
Absolutely deserves it. Yeah, Bulldogs going in too.
Yeah, we have a pretty decent class here. Stephanie, say what you want about her. The girl worked her ass off. Okay, Stephanie's in there. We got AJ in there.
Didn't Triple H go in last year?
Who?
Did Triple H go in last year?
Yeah.
I don't know why they're putting themselves in. This looks like you do that back to back, husband and wife. It looks kind of bad. They should have waited a year or two. Does Stephanie deserve it?
Did Triple H go in?
But not right away.
Sure.
He went in since he took over.
I can't recall. I know he's in as part of
he did. He said, "I love you, Vince." Yeah, he said, "I love you, Vince." That was last year.
Okay. So you got that anyway, but you got Demolition in there.
Yeah.
Now, some controversy around Demolition. They're upset. Some people are upset that Crush isn't involved.
I mean, he was only there for a little bit.
He was there at the end of their run.
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it too. It's kind of like you look at the Horsemen. Are you going to induct all 15 members of the Horsemen? Are you only going to induct the renditions of the Horsemen that stood out?
Exactly. Same with NWO. You can have everybody that's in NWO ever. Like, what do you stop?
Well, if you induct the whole NWO, then you're looking at half of NWA or New Japan's roster and whatnot, right? I mean, there's about 50, 60 guys there. So
exactly. So yeah, it's a good class this year.
Another example of people just wanting to complain. And just accept it. People ask me, what are your favorite matches for Mania? I just said straight up, I'm looking forward to the whole card, right? If we keep thinking negatively about stuff, it's going to be like that. Just go with an open mind.
Listen to a podcast made with Stephanie and super chat. Somebody wrote in and goes, and I never thought of it this way. One of the biggest mistakes Vince McMahon made was keeping Stephanie under him and letting her have more say and control than his own son. Because then 15 years later, whatever, Stephanie and Triple H voted not to have him come back. He said, screw, I'm overtaking the board anyways. That right there, you don't think a son would do that. I don't know, Shane. We can't say.
Okay.
Who knows?
I think the thing is, well, let's look at that very quickly. I think Shane McMahon and Stephanie are two different entities, okay? I think Stephanie was more of the company person, where Shane always wanted to build his own thing. The whole reason he
I know, because Vince wouldn't have him. He didn't value his word as much as Stephanie. So Shane's like, I'm gonna go my own way. My dad will fund me. That's kind of why they're saying is that she was always daddy's little girl. And then all of a sudden, Daddy's little girl, because she's mad because she was cheating on her mom. I get it. And then she comes out in WrestleMania, takes some shots at Dad, subliminal shots. I don't think Shane would do it that way. We don't know. Hindsight's 2020. But that could have been I'm sure that's something that pisses off Vinny.
Possibly, brother, man.
Who knows? But this is a good comment. Fun to think about.
No, fair enough, man. I mean, all comments are good. You know, I mean, we live in a democracy. We live in a free world where we can say the fuck we want.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So all that being said, man, everything, the apologies, all of it, not an apology. I'm not going to call it an apology. I'm going to call it a realization. You know, so of what not to do. My first mistake in 4 years. So you can't hold that against me.
That's all good, man.
All right. So that all being said, my name is the marvelous Bobby Sampson, and I'm joined with my man, the master of disaster, the king of Sting, Mr. Chance Michaels. Looks like he's going out there to play some golf.
Already done it.
You know, you look like you're ready for a golf game there, buddy.
No, I just had a driving range, but yeah.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Bobby Sampson, Chance Michaels.
In the words of great ACDC, those that download, like, subscribe to the podcast, we salute you.
We do salute you, ladies and gentlemen. WrestleMania, less than a month away now. Let's see how this gets going here. I like what we see so far. We got 6 to 7 matches that we know about. Cards should be filled out in the next week or so, 2 weeks tops. And then it gives us 2 weeks to take it all and put it together and put the final touches on it. Guys, enjoy the weather, enjoy life, enjoy everything, enjoy your progression. Do not let anyone get in your way. Be happy and be strong in your mind and in your body. Samp and Chance are out.